Assalamualaikum and very good day. Today we are going to discuss chapter 5, that is matter. So in this topic, in this chapter, there are two subtopics, 5.1 and 5.2. So for today lesson, we will discuss 5.1, that is matter. So 5.1 is matter in nature. So first of all, everything around us, anything you can see, anything you can touch, anything you can observe, can be classified into two categories. One is matter and second is non-matter. So what is the definition for matter and non-matter, and how we want to know and how we want to differentiate between matter and non-matter. In this subtopic, we are only discuss about matter and not non-matter, because non-matter substance will only be discussed in other chapter. So what is the meaning for both matter and non-matter? So first one, matter. Everything around us mostly are matter. And what is the definition for matter? Matter is any substance that has mass and occupies space. So these two criteria, has mass and occupies space, will determine whether a substance is matter or not. eh? So this matter is made up of particles. So all matter is made up of this kind of what we call as a particle, a very tiny and small object that can exist. What is the example of matter? All living things and non-living things are classified as matter. Why we can classify this thing as a matter? Because all these things can be detected by our five senses. So anything that can be detected by our senses is called matter, because they have mass and occupy space. Now we look into what is the non-matter. Non-matter is vice versa of matter. Is any substance that has no mass and do not occupy space. That is the difference. And then do not made up of particles. So different kind of uh, element inside that made up the non-matter. So what is the example of non-matter? Simple example here is light energy, heat energy, wave, and others. So as you know that we will not discuss non-matter here, so we only discuss about matter. So what is the properties of matters? So can be divided into two. We can discuss into physical properties and chemical properties. So we will discuss these two type of properties. The first one, physical properties. What is a physical properties? Properties that can be detected by five senses. So anything that can be detected by five senses. And physical properties also means that anything outside that can be observed by our senses. So that is the physical properties. So what is the example of physical properties? Number one, density, boiling point, melting point, electrical conductivity, heat conductivity, and solubility. Okay, so this is the diagram taken from textbook. about simple explanation about physical properties of matter. So for example, sugar can dissolve in coffee. The pan is made of heat conductor such as steel. Yeah. Okay, next we look into chemical properties. What is the meaning of chemical properties? Exactly, chemical properties is the characteristic inside that matters itself. So, uh, because this is the inside characteristic, so how we want to know the chemical properties? By looking at the reaction that involve, and it will produce new substance. So during chemical reaction, the matters will change to the new substance. So when this happens, so we call this as a chemical property. So is what are other example of what are the example of chemical properties? Okay, listed here: rusting process, acid and alkali reaction, combustion, and others. So this is how we want to know what is the chemical properties of matters. And what you have to know, every matters have different physical and chemical properties. So this is diagram taken from textbook, explain about the chemical properties of matter. For example, given here, bicycle uh, made up of iron. So rusting will occur on iron when it is exposed to water and air. Petrol is flammable, can make combustion happen. Okay, now, what is the characteristic that can be used to differentiate different materials? Okay, these four: density, melting point, boiling point, and solubility, are being used as characteristic to differentiate different materials. So we will look into more details about what is the four characteristic that being used. First one, density. What is a density? Density of a material is the mass per unit volume of that material. Means that density will depend on mass over volume of that matter. So every matter have their own density. So if the density is different, so when they mix together, what will happen is maybe the density of that material will make the material to float or sink in water. So when any substance put into the water, for example, so the density will determine whether the material to float or sink. A material that has a lower density will float, while a material that has a higher density will sink. For example, when we mix oil and water, you can see from this diagram, oil, based on this observation, oil is has a lower density compared to the water. So water is more dense than the density of oil. So this is the other substances example: mixture between glycerol and water, which one is more dense and which one is less dense. Petrol, mercury, sand and water, oil and coal. So you can see from this uh, table what happened when two substance is mixed together. So they will rearrange themselves to become a different layer to show the different density. Melting point and boiling point. So this one related to the temperature. So melting point is the temperature at which a substance changes from solid to liquid. So this melting point. is the temperature when solid change to liquid. Boiling point is a temperature in which liquid change to gas. So matter can also be classified based on this melting point and boiling point. And as you know, and you're supposed to know that different matter have different melting point and boiling point because they are made from different material and different particles. So this is example given here. Different substance or matter have different melting point and different boiling point. Eh? Okay, so you can see from here alcohol melting point is negative 117 degrees Celsius and the boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius, lower than the boiling point of water. So now we go into the solubility. What is the meaning of solubility? Is the ability of a substance to dissolve in a given amount of solvent to form a solution. The solubility of a substance depends on the physical and chemical properties of its solute and solvent. So different substance will have different solubility. So for example, when we dissolve sugar in a cup of coffee, so the sugar can dissolve effectively and completely, while maybe the other substance only have a lower solubility, and maybe another substance will also cannot soluble in the water. So different substance will have different solubility in water. So this is activity given in your textbook. So all these four, solubility, melting point, boiling point, and density, can be used to differentiate between different material. So I hope you can remember that and try to understand the simple explanation given. So lastly, this is the homework for this subtopic. I want you to do this formative practice 5.1. Answer all the 5 questions. Make sure the answer is at the bottom for every question. So that's all for today. I hope you can try to understand the concept behind the what is the meaning of matter. Thank you very much.